Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sessions with Kat. Been a minute, but there's been a lot going on personally, so that's why I've been away for a bit. But I'm good, you guys. Like I'm okay. Tired, but I'm good. I hope you guys are good. You've been staying hydrated. You're eating well. You're feeling well. Taking care of yourself. You know, all that jazz. Mind, body, spirit is in order. So where to begin? um, I feel bad because it's like I feel like I leave you guys hanging. Like whenever something like if something's going on with me, the first thing to like get um mistreated is social media. So I do feel bad for you guys, especially if you guys have been keeping up with my videos, which I hope you have. But where do I begin? Some things I won't share because it's not directly my journey, but I am affected by what's going on. Um, but it doesn't need to be put out there like that. And I refuse to put somebody else's business out there like that. So I'm not going to do that. But I'm okay. Okay. Um, but where to start? So, healing blankets have been on sale for like a good month and they're still on sale. If you would like to purchase one, they're 55 and that includes shipping, and it might not make it there before Christmas, but you'll get it depending on when you place your order, and because it takes up for let me say it takes like 3 to 7 days for me to put the healing in it, depending on what you need in it, or if it's for somebody else. Usually, it only takes me 3 days to do the turnaround. But if it's for you personally and you want like something specific, or if I'm picking up on something, it can take up to 7 days to put that healing in there. But you'll get your fucking blanket. Don't worry. And if you've ordered a blanket from me, thank you. I appreciate you. Um, just so you know, um, if you have or haven't yet ordered a blanket, I do donate half the proceeds. Um, that's just something that I do personally. Uh, and then I donate that in the form of another blanket. And usually it goes to like a homeless shelter or something like that. So like I've been like kind of like stockpiling it, so that I can like go buy a bunch of fabric um, and make all these like I try to make at least 30 blankets. I have not been successful yet, but um, if I can buy enough fabric, I can at least get that many blankets so that I can like get that much fabric so that I can make that many blankets and get them donated. Otherwise, I just donate it directly to a homeless shelter or like a animal conservation or something like that. So, um, yeah, y'all didn't need to know that, but I'm like I'm gonna tell you anyway. Also, energy healing has been on sale for about the same amount of time. If you're interested in that, shoot me a message, or you can email me. Um, if you have me on Snapchat, you can send me a message there, or you can, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you can send me a message there, or if you have my number directly, you can send a message. So there's that. And then also, year-end readings are available now. They're only 30 minutes because it's literally just like end of year, new year reading. So it's just like a 13 card spread. So I'm excited about those. I haven't done them in a while, so I was like, let me bring this shit back. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Um, other than that, no other updates. I'm still working on several things that I'm going to be bringing in the new calendar year. Um, and I'm excited about it. And I hope you guys get excited too. Like one of them is like a little booklet, little workbook. Um, uh, so I'm excited about that. And then I have a couple other business ventures that I'm gonna be tapping into as well. So yeah, but I hope you guys are manifesting your goals as well. It's not just about me here, you know. But I do pray that you guys are doing well and you're manifesting and you have goals that are attainable and measurable and just, you know, beautiful for you. I'll say it that way. But let's get into it, right? So we have another Seasons of the Witch deck because why the fuck not? And I have like 2 more on pre-order. Don't judge me, judge your mama. But I wanted to get through the 2 kind of like wintry ones because y'all, these months moving fast. Like I looked up, I was like, how the fuck are we in December already? Right? But I was like, damn, I can't keep up. But like the months are moving fast and I wanted to make sure you guys knew like what, you know, 2 oracle decks out there that you can use during this time for your healing journey or your fool's journey or whatever you're working on. And this one and then the Yule one that I did, which is the green, this one's blue. So I'm like excited because it's pretty. You know me, I like shiny, not glittery, shiny. I like shiny things. And these decks are just glorious. But I wanted to put this out there as well, especially like if you follow the Wheel of the Year, then I think, you know, these particular oracle cards, the set of them, right? Like all of the ones that's out so far, although the Samhain one I'm not a fan of, but I think they can help you in your rituals, in your the way you celebrate. So give it a shot. I don't know. Keep fucking watching. You can see the cards. So um with that, let's get into it because I took up like 7 minutes of your fucking time. And you're like, bitch, get to the cards. I will. I will. Don't rush me. But today's topic, right? Because y'all, I bet y'all like, the fuck are we doing this time, right? What fuckery are we dealing with? Let's talk about like being misunderstood. Okay, in the sense of your journey, your personal journey, being misunderstood and just kind of being okay with that, right? Like, we're not always okay with being misunderstood because we think people don't, they're like, oh, they don't get me. They don't understand my journey, the books in color. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I have not seen these cards. I have no idea what they fucking look like. I just fucking ordered the deck. So, um, we shall see if I like the whole deck. I know I like the colors, but like, we shall see if I like it. If I don't like it, it's gonna go in my pile of giveaway, um, or sale. So, and this has been coming with all of them. That's trash. Well, recycle, I should say. But the book's in color. So this is also my first look too of it. So forgive me, I'm about to like, I don't know about y'all, but like I smell books. Don't judge me, judge your mama. Okay. Um but yeah, let's see what these fucking cards. But let's talk about it. Being misunderstood. It's okay if no one understands your journey. And y'all heard exactly everything I said. It's okay if no one understands your journey. It's okay. And a lot of y'all like, but then where do we get support from? Where's our support system? You, your team. I love like these things like match. So fucking I love it. I'm here for it. Um I'm gonna do this just to y'all hear that. Like I wish y'all can hear that. Like the crackling. Like it's great. But I'm just breaking up the cards. So if you ever get one of these decks or any deck that has this gilding on it, like look at that. Okay. It can stick. So you'll want to try to break them apart a little bit so that you don't like completely rip your cards up. And you only want to do it like around, like as close to the edge as possible. So just keep that in mind. And they're shiny. Just a FYI. The cards are shiny. So we're gonna try to cut down on some of the glare. So if you see me moving it like this way, it's so that you guys don't get all the glare because there's like a window like right there. But let's talk about it. Being misunderstood. And here's why I'm bringing this up. For like the past, I don't know, like 4 weeks, I've had a number of clients come at me like, oh, people just don't understand my journey. They don't understand where I'm going. My family doesn't understand. And then they like take that shit to heart, man. Like they take it as they're being stabbed. Let me say it that way, right? And as I'm watching them talk about it, because you can feel people's pain when they feel like no one understands, what they're going through, or they don't understand their thought process, or um, just something to that degree. You can feel their pain. And I'm just like, why are you so concerned with what others are thinking of you if it is your journey? So like my logical mind will kick in, but it's also my uh intuition that goes, they're not walking this journey for you. If they're not paying your fucking bills, let them misunderstand you. Let them, right? Because a lot of times people are on their own journey and they think everybody's in their way. There are some people who think people are in their way. There are other people who are like, I just want to be understood. Do you understand yourself? I love that this is in here. I wonder if they put like Pisces in here because, Pisces also falls in February. Like, like this particular ritual or this season, it falls in February. February 2nd to be exact, or 1st, depending on where you are. But like, what does it matter if no one understands you? Do you understand you? Right? If you listen to the last podcast I put out, it was about betting on yourself. That's what this is about, right? It's about you understanding you and understanding your value. Nobody else has to get it. People are going to judge because people, right? They're going to judge anything that feels foreign to them. Just from the few cards, y'all. I like this deck. I'm sure you're like, how she decide that fucking quick. It's the energy for me. So, side note, okay? If you've ever watched any of my videos where I'm showing you a new deck, a lot of times it's like one card or it's like the energy of the deck. And I'm here for the energy because I've not seen any of these cards. I've only literally ever seen the front of the box. So these decks are good for self-care, which ironically that's what we're talking about. When you're navigating your own healing journey and you're trying to be as comfortable as possible, it makes sense that you understand yourself. Not necessarily that anybody else understands you, but that you are taking the time to understand your own needs, right? I wish these cards were not as shiny, like glossy. That's the right word. In light, because I do a lot of like events outdoors. So like the sun's coming at me a certain way. Nobody can see the cards but me, if that makes sense. Blackberries, I love it. But like think about that. You have to be comfortable in your own skin. Nobody else is living it for you. So why does it matter if someone else doesn't understand you? They're not on the same journey. Your mission is that you guys are not on the same mission, right? It's like going out to eat, and you know one of you likes chicken, the other likes beef, and you're expecting them to order chicken with you, and it's like, no, they don't like chicken, right? And you're like, I don't understand why you don't like chicken. They just don't fucking like it, just like you don't like fucking beef. Kind of like that. Like you can't force it, right? You have to kind of brew your own understanding of you and why you're doing what you're doing. Because that's really all that matters when it comes to your own personal healing journey, is that you understand you understand why you're doing a certain thing, you understand the goals that you've set for yourself, right? This might be my favorite card so far. This might be my favorite card. Hmm. It's very food oriented in some way, because it's like, do we eat that much food in February? And by that time, the holidays are like roughly over, but like, interesting. I'm here for it though. Y'all see all this food? Okay, sorry, I'm sidetracked. But like, because I'm like learning and like looking at this deck and then trying to talk to y'all. Spirit's like, get back to the conversation. I'm like, oh yeah, we should do that. So here are some suggestions on how to kind of move away from having the understanding of society as to why you're doing something, right? You can't make people understand what they don't know and what they refuse to know. Let me rephrase that. You can't make them understand things that they don't even want to know about, right? If they've shown no interest, why should they understand, right? He says nice, but instead of focusing on societal pressures to be a certain way and them trying to make you conform to them because they don't understand why you're doing what you're doing, maybe just continue doing what you're doing. Peer pressure is a thing, especially when you're on a healing journey, because everybody wants you to do something their way. And that ain't how that shit works. We're all different. And it's not your job to do the same exact thing as someone else. Um, so it's okay to have your own handbook to your journey, right? It's your fucking journey. That's one of the reasons why I tell people, like, do the fool's journey for yourself, because you're creating like a playbook essentially for your life, for your journey, to see how you can navigate different circumstances and situations so that you can comfortably enjoy your journey for yourself, right? Nobody else has to enjoy it. That's their business if they don't, right? But it's up to you to enjoy it. It's up to you to kind of make peace with yourself as you're healing, as you're um, becoming more authentically you versus being more, made up of societal norms versus your own, right? Yeah, it's not to say that you have to like avoid tradition or any cultural things, because like some of that shit's tied to us, right? But what I mean by being comfortable, I mean like you have to be comfortable with where you are in your journey and where you're going. You have to be comfortable with the mindset that you have along the way. You have to be comfortable with the nutrition, the hydration levels, and all of that for yourself. Because that is what makes you you. And truthfully, people might not understand you, but they like you. Because the vibe most people, the vibe you're giving off, they fuck with it, right? And sometimes that's all it is, right? They don't need to understand it so long as they fuck with you, right? If they don't fuck with you, they'll be like, girl, change. Or like bro, you ain't some ain't right. And it's like, no, some ain't right to you because we're not on the same journey. But if it feels right for you, then you continue doing it. Right? You're not out here to people please you can't please everybody, right? Not everybody likes apples, not everybody likes oranges, not everybody likes water, right? It's just like people who like Powerade versus Gatorade. You can't help that, right? Creepy eyes. Maybe I didn't notice in all the other cards. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking at the other cards before I flip the next one. Probably because they're mostly closed, right? Most of the eyes on these other cards are closed. These eyes are like open. Like it's kind of weird. And y'all see? Let me pull this closer. Okay. Y'all see that? Like, why it look creepy like that? Like, don't get me wrong. I like the card, but like, if you watch the video on this deck, you know that the Christ card. I'm gonna try to pull it out because y'all probably like this video about to be longer than what it wants to be. Yep. Okay. And if you've been here, then you know. And don't judge me, right? But I want to show y'all what I did to this card because like I love this deck. I did not love the fucking eyes on that card. I was like, yeah, creepy. I won't be using that card until I cover the eyes. And so I covered the fucking eyes, right? And I'm sure Jesus probably like, bitch. And I'm like, don't care. Kick rocks, sir. You looked creepy on that card. I'm trying to find it and watch it be like the last fucking card I look at. Because why not? Okay, so Christ was if you remember, like if you go back to that video and then come back and look at this card, you're gonna understand why I did this. But I literally covered his eyes because they were creepy like this. And I was like, no, sir, no, sir. I was like, this is not how we do this. Why does your eyes look that creepy? That's what the eyes look like. No. So I was like, oh, we're gonna cover that. So I think I'm going to cover the eyes on this card. Um, and not to blind, like I want you guys to understand why I'm covering it. It's uncomfortable, like it's creepy in a way that it doesn't feel like there's any life in the eyes. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. It doesn't feel like there's life in the eyes. When I'm covering it, it's almost like I'm giving it life. I'm giving it some type of way for me to connect fully to the card. Does this look creepy? Yes, but that does not bother me as much as these fucking eyes. It's like those dolls with eyes that are painted on, so like they never blink. There's nothing there. It's like no soul kind of thing. I'm trying to put some life here. Trying to put some life here, right? So maybe we might fix that card. We might fix that card, depending on like when I do like a reading with it, if it needs to be covered. Like the Christ card in that other deck, it needed to be covered. That anytime I pulled that card, I was like, yeah, that's a whole ass nope. So I covered the eyes because why the fuck not? Um, but that ain't right. That would make me uncomfortable on my journey if I'm using that. But some other things you could do is kind of like give yourself like a set amount of like small amount of like ways to set boundaries when it comes to other people imposing their comfort level onto you, right? Because we all deal with that, right? Doesn't matter where you work, where you live, we all deal with someone trying to impose their energy on us. We all deal with it. So try to figure out where you can set that healthy boundary, right? This isn't about this girl words. This is not about just journaling, like, because you can journal if you want to, but this is more action based when it comes to um, being okay with being misunderstood, right? It's more action based. Right, that was kind of stuck. It's a nice card nonetheless. Ooh. I like the images on this deck too because they're not super cartoony, but they're just illustrated enough that it kind of gives you like, okay, if you're showing my age here, um, like if you remember like Tom and Jerry and uh, Bugs Bunny, that kind of thing is it's just enough to make you kind of feel like you're in it, if that makes sense. But I love it, love it, love it, love it. And I know I'm kind of like going off tangents or whatnot, but that's literally all Spirit wanted to say is that it's okay to be misunderstood. It really is. Like it's totally okay to be misunderstood because guess what? You being misunderstood is still creating a bag for you. Okay? You're still going to win. And I am 1000% here for it. I'm here for it. This is interesting. I like it though. I like it. It's interesting nails. If you've made it this far, let me know what card you like. Right? We got like 14 more cards to go through, but 13, 14. Let me know which card is your favorite. And if you would add this deck to your arsenal. Like if this Oracle deck would be something that you could work with. Ooh, I like that. But anyway, also like a song that keeps popping in my head as we're talking about being misunderstood. There's two of them. There's two of them. So if you know me, I Pink is like one of my faves. Um, I have a whole playlist of just only her music and anything she's duetted on. Like, don't judge me, judge your mama. Um, but it's off her second album, Misunderstood. Okay, it's like I think it's like the first track on it. It's either gonna be the first or the last. The way it shows up in like YouTube Music, sometimes it like works its way backwards. It shows you the end of the album and then works its way down, but it's on there. It's called Misunderstood. And then Banks, all capital letters, Banks, Banks, on her latest album, whenever that came out, because I have all her music as well. um, she has a track called Misunderstood, and both are equally beautiful in their own way. And I think you guys should listen to them, and then come let me know what you think of them. Let me know what you think of the songs. Okay. Side note, because we're done with the conversation, let's just get into random things that are Catrice. Okay. Rosemary bread. I'm gluten free, but like, if anybody want to make me a gluten free rosemary bread, go for it. Because I have yet to do that. But I have made rosemary bread in a crock pot, and it's fucking delightful. And I think you guys should do it too. I really like this stack. Oh, also too, as we're navigating this winter uh season, clean your house, clean your space. And I say that with a lot of love. Okay. And here's why I say that, especially with navigating being misunderstood and being comfortable with that. Your space has to make sense to you. So if the energy is fucking you with you right now, then your space is not making sense to you. So cleanse it. And sometimes top to bottom is what's needed. Okay. And that is a form of a self ceremony, like just taking time to cleanse your space. All right, I got two stuck together here. That's interesting. I'm gonna pull it close so you guys can see it. One of her eyes is the snake eye. So it's kind of like this is like coming out of winter and moving into spring. And what you're ideally doing is giving birth to a better form of yourself and being more authentic. So why the fuck not, right? I'm here for it. I am here for it. So yeah, those are two tracks. Some crystals to help you guys navigate being comfortable. Amethyst and can help. Also, rose quartz. Do not carry both at the same time. Please and thank you. Um, any you want to balance white and black crystals. So like howlite and shungite, or like a snow quartz and like black tourmaline. You want a balance, right? Um, Other ones, like especially if you're dealing with like self-esteem, like being misunderstood when it comes to like being self-conscious or like weight or anything like that. Cinnabar or Cinnabar. I see it written different ways, but Cinnbar, Cinnabar. It's kind of like when polished, it's white with like these bronzy spots on them. Sometimes they can appear red, sometimes they can appear more orange, but it's like a brownish red, brownish, orangish brown kind of thing. That's a good one. Calcite, like the orange variety, or yellow. Um, Trying to think. And I don't know, whoever watches this, something about their river otters. River otters. There's two of them, and they're passing. They're sharing. What crystal is that? Like, show me the crystal. You can't just like move it back and forth. I know it's not just a rock. You guys are showing me a crystal. Um, it's a speckled crystal. Okay. Maybe think like a or crystal or gemstone. Let me say it that way. Snow obsidian, because that's what it looks like. Snow obsidian. So if you have an affinity for otters or animals of the water and land, um, that might be for you. Might be a message for you. I love this. So I'm gonna keep this deck. I'm gonna keep this one. I'm definitely gonna add this to like my personal stash. Like I have a lot of decks that I use for different things, like for myself. So this is gonna go with that stash. I'm gonna keep it. So let's see. And I keep hearing comfrey. I'm not sure who needs comfrey, but one of y'all need comfrey. Um, comfrey, comfrey. And they keep telling me to show you a card. Okay, hold on. After I pull, I'm gonna pull one of these cards, but I'm trying to find the comfrey card so they can get off my ass about it because they're like, show it, and I'm like, okay, give me a second. So I gotta find it because I do have a card that has comfrey on it. It's a lot more gentle than say some other herb cards that I have. But I keep hearing comfrey. I'm wondering why. Root down to rise up. There you go. If you watch the video on this deck, you'll know um, where this comes from. Root down to rise up. Comfrey. So there's that. And let's see what card comes out. Rosemary bread. So Share and commune with the ones who mean the most to you. Break bread with the spirit of rosemary, which will call for healing and mend, which comfrey can do similar things. So, if you need to make peace with somebody, get on it. Get on it. I myself am probably not going to listen to this advice because I just know how I'm set up. I'm not going to listen to it until they tell me to. But somebody might need it. Somebody might need this advice. But let me know which card was your favorite. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to order a blanket or you want some energy work done, let me know. I also am opening up the Walking Home Barefoot program once again. Um, so if you've been wanting to sign up, let me know. And also stay hydrated. Be kind to yourself. Remember to eat something other than just drinking iced coffee. Um, also remember that it's okay to be you. Like we like you the way you are. We love you the way you are. It's okay to be you, right? There's no judgment here. This is the judgment free zone. Like I say, don't judge me, judge your mama. It's okay. Your mama not here. Like in this watching this video with you silly. You know, this is a judgment free zone. Do you? It's okay to be misunderstood because honestly, that's what makes us all so different and so beautiful. So just remember that for yourself. And I wish you all the brightest of blessings. Bye.